What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
372. 380. 380. Lucy.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
Lucy. Move.
Bortles looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. They find some open field here. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's Corey Grant now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Mahomes giving to Ware on the draw. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. 72.
Now Bortles. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 42 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Dumps that off to Ware. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Mahomes to throw once more. That's complete right around the 8. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They come out here in the eye.
Green 39. Green 39. Ace. Ace.
They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. Green 90.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. 2nd effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Butker now to kick this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Green 80. Green 80.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the 1st quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
Sunday. Hank. Shut. Green 80. Shut.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Green 80. Move. Green good.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some space here. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Move, 380.
To throw is Bortles. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be taken short. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go now.
On 1st down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey. Here we go now.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Ready. Green.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Mahomes again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 11. The pitch to Fournette. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. He's going to fire one. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A gain of 39 that time.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Finding room inside the 40. Fournette fighting through. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Green 80. Green 80. Move.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 80.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Moncrief, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Lambeau to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now?
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Snap comes at 1, and it's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Bortles now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. The return man is Grant.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Let's go, let's go. Lucy. Lucy. 380. So right. 380. Move.
On 1st down, Bortles. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And a forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lambo on for the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go.
On first down, Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now here's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. It's extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Butker now to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over. Here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On the run, it's Ware. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And going deep for Hill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ace! Slow!
Mahomes going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Punch right.
Bortles trying the option to the right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Bortles now to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 51 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. No gain, and it's second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Able to power through. This is caught, Watkins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Bortles leads the Jags up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set. Green 80. Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right. Snap. Lucy. Green is set.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Here we go. Green 80. Green 80. Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right. Snap. Green is set.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Going deep for Moncrief. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third down and 12.
Green 80.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
So right. Set. Green 80. Move. Green is set.
Throwing is Bortles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go.
Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
372. Green 80. Green 80. Hank. Move.
They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Check. Green 80. Move.
Bortles to throw on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Sunday.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Dances by him. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ace!
On second down, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And now running right through it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Throw left. Green 80. trips left. Lucy. Move.
Bortles going to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The linebacker, Junior Gillette, in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jaguars on third down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Green 80. 11B. Lucy. Move.
To throw is Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. A fourth-quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Ware. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mike 50. I'm on.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively,